Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and another video of Dart language training course. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the decision making and conditional statements in the Dart. Conditional statements facilitate decision making in programming by allowing the program to execute different code blocks based on certain conditions. In programming, decision-making is a fundamental concept that allows a program to respond differently to different situations. This is achieved through the use of conditional statements, also known as control flow statements. These statements evaluate whether a certain condition is true or false, and then execute a specific block of codes accordingly. Conditional statements are crucial in programming because they enable the creation of dynamic and interactive programs. Without them, a program would simply execute the same sequence of instructions, regardless of the input or the state of the system. With conditional statements, a program can make decisions and perform different actions based on user input, the result of previous operations, or any other condition that can be evaluated. For example, in a game, conditional statements could be used to check the player's score, decided whether they have won or lost. In a weather application, they could be used to display different messages or images based on the current temperature. And in an online shop, they could be used to calculate the total price of an order, including discounts and shipping costs, based on the items in the shopping cart. Very well. Open up the dartpad.dev and let's start coding. The simplest form of conditional statement is the if statement. It executes a block of code only if a specified condition is true. For example, int number equals 5 if number greater than 0, print the number is positive. I run the code and the program tells us the number is positive. But if I give a negative number and I run the code, you can see that nothing is printed because the number is not positive. Alright, let's talk about if-else statement. The if-else statement extends the if statement by providing an alternative block of code to execute when the condition is false. Else print the number is negative. I run the code and you can see the program tells us the number is negative. Alright, let's talk about else if statement. This statement allows for multiple conditions to be checked in sequence, executing the block of code corresponding to the first true condition. For example, int number equals 10 if number greater than 5, print the number is greater than 5. Else if the number less than 5, print the number is not greater than 5, and else print the number is equal to 5. I run the code, and you can see the program tells us the number is greater than 5. I change the number, for example 3, run the program again, and the program tells us that the number is not greater than 5, and change the number again and run the program again, and you can see the program tells us the number is equal to 5. Very well, let's talk about the switch statement. The switch statement evaluates an expression and executes the corresponding block of code based on matching case values. It simplifies complex if-else chains when dealing with multiple discrete values. For example, I want to get the names of the days of the week. Int day equals 5 and string day name. I don't value day name at the moment, so I will give it a value based on the specified day. Switch day, curly brackets, case 1, day name equals Monday, and break. I use the break statement because if the case matches the condition, the execution of the rest of the statements will be prevented. I continued the days of the week, and at the end, if none of the cases are executed, the default value would be executed. All right. Print today is $, day name, and I run the code, and you can see the name of the day printed based on this day. As an exercise, you can change the day and see the different results. Alright, let's talk about ternary operator. This operator is a shorthand way to performing simple conditional checks, returning one or two values based on a condition, and it is usually very useful when implementing the user interface in Flutter. For example, I want to check whether a number is positive or negative. Int number equals 10, string result equals number greater than or equals to 0, say positive or negative, and print result. I run the code, and the application tells us positive. I change the number and I run the code again, and you can see the application tells us negative. All right. Understanding these statements that I have discussed is very important for writing efficient and logical Dart programs. Each statement provides different scenarios and makes it easy to manage complex logic in your code. You need a lot of practice to fully master these statements. If this video was useful for you, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. I will see you in the next video.